Greetings, fellow productivity seekers. I'm Garland, Coulson, Captain Time, and today I want to talk about goal setting, especially for workplace goals. So, come January, a lot of us set up, new goals for the next year. Things we want to achieve. But New Year's resolutions have become almost a joke. Most people laugh about will share about how they've already broken their New Year's resolutions 2 or 3 weeks in, whatever it was, whether it was more exercise, eating better, whatever it was they're going to do. So today I'm going to show you a framework for actually setting and achieving your workplace and your lifetime goals. So first off, this is the very simple goal process. First step is to set your goals using the SMART goal setting framework, which we'll talk about in just a moment. And the next part is to create a step-by-step plan to achieve each of those goals. And the third part is to put systems in place, including dedicated time blocks, tasks, delegation, etc., to implement that plan in step 2. So let's go through it and see how this process works. So first off, this is a simple goal setting template I've set up. You set your goal title, then you use the SMART, S-M-A-R-T, framework for setting goals, which is specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. So specific means you make the goal as specific as possible. Instead of generate more income, use a goal to generate $500,000 in revenue while maintaining a profit margin of 65%. So very specific goals. And these goals are measurable. You want to be able to measure and track your progress to the goals. So if you're doing your accounting on time, you should have no problem showing if you've generated an extra $500,000 in revenue and if your profit margin stayed the same. So you need a way to measure and track your progress to those goals. And achievable. Is the goal achievable with your current skills, people you bring in, and your monetary and time budgets? So there's no sense just saying, okay, I'm going to land somebody on the moon next year. If you don't currently own a space company, you've never flown a spaceship, and you're starting from scratch in your garage. So it needs to be a goal that is actually achievable for you. Relevant. How is the goal relevant to your overall plan? This is important because sometimes I get excited about a project. When I really think about it, does it fit the Captain Time brand? Does it fit, my mission of helping people supercharge their productivity, helping them unlock their productivity superpowers? Or is it a rabbit hole I'm going to go down? It's going to take a lot of time, effort, money, budget, everything away from my key things I'm doing. And time bound. So your goal needs to have a time limit set on it. When's it going to happen? What are the milestones going to be? So how does this work for a sample goal? Let's just look over here at a publishing goal. Maybe you want to write and publish a book this year. So I might say, okay, I want to write and self-publish a new book, the Time Management Success Formula. Measurable, I'm going to write 2,000 words per week until I reach the goal of approximately 30,000 words in total. Is it achievable? What kind of resources do I have? I'm going to allocate 4 hours a week for writing and research. I'm going to utilize my existing content for workshops and courses as a foundation. And then I'm going to hire a graphic designer and a professional editor and create a marketing plan for the book. Is it relevant? Yes, it does enhance my brand as Captain Time by sharing my expertise in time management, provides value to my audience by providing a comprehensive guide based on my coaching principles, and expands my reach and influence in the time management and productivity space. And time bound. So let's set some time limits on this. Maybe create the book outline by January 31st, 2025, write a minimum 2,000 words every week. That way I'm tracking how many words I'm writing. Engage with a graphic designer for the book cover by April 30th, 2025. Hire a professional editor by May 31st. Finish the first draft by June 30th. Complete editing and revisions by July 31st, 2025. Self-publish on Amazon by December 31st, and so on. Then commence the marketing of the book on January 2nd, 2026. So as you can see, I've got my SMART goal. It's specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. And so I've set the goals, but achieving them is something different. So how do I achieve this? So the next step is to have an action plan to actually achieve the goal. So you'd say, what is step 1? And all the subtasks to it, A, B, C. What is step 2? What is step 3, etc. So you'd be setting up those steps. So for the book project that I'm using for an example, I would have created a detailed book outline by January 31st. So I've got a task. So one of my tasks is to work on my book outline, begin my writing schedule of 4 hours a week, 2,000 words a week, start compiling my existing workshop course content in January. February, continue my weekly writing, research and select potential graphic designers, contract a designer for the book cover by April 30th. May to June, continue again with the writing all the time. Research and hire a professional editor by May 31st, submit the first draft by June 30th, etc. July, work with the editor on revisions, complete all the edits, begin drafting the marketing plan, finalize the book formatting, the cover design, prepare an Amazon self-publishing account, finalize the marketing plan, start pre-launch activities, getting people on my list, etc., and upload and test the book files, self-publish on Amazon, and then do the marketing. So then that's the action plan. So I've got my specific, SMART task goal set. I've got my timeline and task set. The third stage is where most people fail. So most people kind of stop after setting the goal. They don't really do the action plan. So if you've done the goal and the action plan, you're 2/3 of the way there. But the last and most important part is to actually set aside time each week to do all of your different projects. And you can use two systems for this. This is just an example of time blocking. So here's an hourly time blocking. So on Monday, maybe I go, okay, 9 a.m., I'm going to start work on my client projects. 10 a.m., I'm going to work on product development. 11 a.m., marketing. Take my lunch at noon. Return my emails and phone calls at 1. I'm going to do my writing from 2 till 3, which if I do that every day would give me 5 hours a week. And I said I was going to do 4. 3 o'clock to work on my admin stuff, all the little things I couldn't get to. 4 p.m., I'm going to do professional development, maybe take an online course, listen to some podcasts or review some blogs. So that's an example of hourly. You can also break this into half days instead, where maybe you go Monday, I'm going to do client projects in the morning, emails, phone calls in the afternoon. Then I'm going to do marketing in the afternoon there. Maybe Tuesday, you switch it up. So instead of marketing, you're doing writing in the afternoon. That would give you 3 hours of writing there. So I'd have no problem doing that. Similarly, Wednesday, might work on product development in the morning, professional development in the afternoon, and so on. So you can break it into half days as well. Notice I've also put time in for lunch, supper, which are important breaks, and exercise every day to do that. So essentially, this is the secret to setting these goals, to achieving these goals, not just setting them. Set the goals, have a step-by-step plan to achieve your goals, and then develop systems for this. This particular template I've created was using a system called X-Tiles, and I'll put a link in the description, as well as a link in the article where you can download, this to work on your own plan. Reach out if you'd like help with your goal setting. I do time management coaching. I'd be happy to help you work with you one-on-one or in a group coaching setting to help you set your goals. Thanks so much for listening. If you found this useful, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe so others can find this content.